Do my eyes deceive me, or are we witnessing another SGA ascension? The man is on a mission this summer with Team Canada for the Basketball World Cup, and the bald, buzz-cutted Mamba low-key might be finding another gear to his game, which would be dangerous for the rest of the NBA. We've got to talk about this here today on Thunder Digest, because while we have the Summer League stuff going on, the Thunder playing their third and final game here on this Tuesday night, going to have some content for you guys on that tomorrow on Wednesday. We're witnessing something from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who is sporting his new look, by the way. He decided to buzz his head over the summer. Earlier this month, he was spotted when this type of look as he headed on out to the court for the first game for Team Canada. And since he's done this, we've seen Mamba SGA. We've seen Michael Jordan-esque SGA in this Basketball World Cup qualifier set. And we're seeing something to his game that if this translates to the Thunder, this is going to make the Thunder so much better in so many different areas. I'm going to talk about the things that Shai is doing that are different from what we've seen from him during his prime and his run of back-to-back MVPs, and how it can set up the rest of this team to be even more successful next year with this type of SGA that we have been seeing here as of this last week or so. And it's been fun to watch when I've seen it in here in person. And let me say this. For whatever reason, they make these World Cup basketball games the most uneasy things to go find on the internet ever. I mean, you got to go basically scour the dark corners of the web to go find streams of these types of games. But if you do, you would see something that your eyes could hardly even believe. I mean, we're talking Shai putting defenders on a poster. We're talking Shai that's playing mostly off the ball. We're talking Shai that is just adding to his game from an athleticism standpoint and from a mentality standpoint. So that's on deck here for today's video in Thunder Digest. Welcome into the channel. I'm Ryan Breeden. And before we get into anything else, check this out, boys. I got something for you right here, if I can find it. Pop the bottles of champagne. Call your grandma. Go for a run around your house. Whatever you got to do. We have reached 10,000 subscribers on Thunder Digest. It is actually unbelievable for me to think about the fact that there are 10,000 of you out there who actively engage in this channel, join and create this great, fantastic, loving community that we have here on Thunder Digest, where we just sit and we just talk ball, you know, our favorite team, and we're going to support that team every single day, and you guys all have this one thing in common with each other. It's so cool what the internet can do when it is at its best, when you take out the nasty parts of the internet, of social media. At its best, it's meant to bring people together, and it's brought me with all of you and all of you with each other and vice versa, and that is the greatest gift I could ever ask for. Thank you guys so much for 10,000 subscribers. Absolutely means the world to me to get to make these videos. And don't forget about our jersey giveaway as well. I'm going to say, as of this video right here, July 7th, Tuesday, this is your last chance to go put in an entry for that jersey giveaway. I'll give you guys one more video for it. All you got to do is go subscribe. Make sure you are a subscriber and leave a comment on this video. And if you do that, it gives you one last chance for one more entry into our jersey giveaway. Going to be kind of spewing all these comments that we've gotten over the last month and a half together. Going to give us some sort of wheel, a pool to draw from, and from that pool, I'll be selecting our winners in one of our upcoming videos, so stay on the lookout for that here in the next couple of days, maybe a week from now. It will be coming into the near future. We'll have our jersey giveaways for you guys for supporting the channel. But now back to talking about the best basketball player on the planet and what he's doing up for our friends up north in Canada. You look at what he did this past season, 31-6 for the points and assists, 55% from the floor. He had his most efficient season of his career, one of the most efficient seasons of an NBA player ever. Along the way, he ends up breaking a Wilt Chamberlain record in the Big 2026 for the most consecutive regular season games with 20 or more points. Wins his second consecutive MVP award. If you were to have a Drake bar for it, it'd be something like, we're going back to back, call me Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I don't know. I'm not a rapper. But either way, SGA, he had another historic season, and he's shown me something here in this recent sample size at Team Canada that would suggest that he may be finding something else in his game. First off, here's the stat lines you can see from Game 1 over the weekend and Game 2 yesterday. He's played in very limited minutes in both of these games as well. He's played just over 20 minutes in both of these games. You see the stat lines, but none of that even compares to the eye test. Just feast your eyes on this. Whoa! A poster? Okay, Shai, I see you. So you see something like that, and then you see Shai get into a spot on the right wing three, and then this next one right here is really cool too. You see him off the ball, catch and shoot three. His feet look a little bit closer together. His hips seem a little bit more squared to the basket when he shoots from beyond the arc right now as well. Maybe some subtle changes to his three-point motion, but on top of that, this dude is legitimately headhunting right now, and I don't know if he's going to do this all season long next year, but the thing that I take away the most from this, that last highlight clip that I showed you guys, and again, I have to be careful with my highlights that I do. We had some people try to copyright strike us in the last couple of weeks, so I'm kind of on thin ice right now. But this is a quote from Gordie Herbert, the head coach for Team Canada. He says, when Shai came in over the summer, he told me explicitly that he wants to play off the ball more than what he has in his career, what he has with Team Canada, and what he has even with the Thunder. So they've been working on trying him playing off the ball a little bit more, and Gordie Herbert, I think, is correct when he says that Shai is actually tougher to guard off the ball than even he would be on. And the thing that we do forget sometimes about the MVP is that he is a natural 2 in the NBA. Like, his position coming in to the Los Angeles Clippers when he started with the Thunder, he was not a point guard. He was not a primary ball handler. He was a number 2. He was a shooting guard, a secondary ball handler that worked a lot off the ball. So that is where he had always thrived growing up, going to Kentucky, going into the league in first couple of years in the NBA, and even getting in with the Oklahoma City Thunder. But you look at the stats here recently, especially this past season, and check this out. SGA had the most isolation points in the NBA, and he was in the 92nd, nearly 93rd percentile in isolation plays. So simply put, nobody in the league was able to eat more in one-on-one situations than Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, but a part of his game kind of takes away from some other guys on this team. You've got Ajay Mitchell, who's coming in after his breakout sophomore campaign, and then you also have Cason Wallace, who is looking for a bigger role with this team, wants to start, and certainly could demand more on-ball action here as well. Before we continue further with today's video, again, want to say today's video is sponsored by Prize Picks. Go ahead and click that link in the description. Use code DIGEST, play $5, and you'll get $50 in bonus funds to use on all of your lineups for any of the World Cup quarterfinals, for football season coming up, Major League Baseball, second half of the year after the All-Star break here this weekend. A lot of stuff you guys can play around with. Go ahead and check it out below. And as always, please play responsibly. But for Shai, a player that is as ball dominant as he was 4th in the NBA in usage rate this past season behind guys like Giannis, guys like Luka, who were pretty much lone wolves in a team, in a scheme that didn't have many playmakers around them. Shai has a lot of help around him that he could go to, and when you look at what he did on ball as opposed to some of his other teammates, the guys that I mentioned earlier, Ajay Mitchell and Cason Wallace, you see where some of these improvements that I'm talking about could very heavily benefit this team. And I'm going to start with this little spreadsheet of Shai that you can find on digestsports.com, a brand new, in-depth, analytical, comprehensive website you guys can go check out and get player breakdowns, salary cap analysis. They've got trade machines in there. This thing is absolutely incredible, so go check it out on digestsports.com. But this right here shows you exactly how Shai scores most of his points and the most often play types that we see from him: pick and roll ball handler and isolation. The two most dominant things in his arsenal are those two things. Somebody who is a very, very dominant on-ball player, and I want to compare that now to Ajay Mitchell and Cason Wallace, because I dove into the books, and you see 66% of Shai's actions are through pick and roll ball handling and isolation ball handling. So 66% of the time when he's out there, he has the ball in those types of instances. And there's a lot of minutes where Shai is going to share the floor with Ajay, where Shai is going to share the floor with Cason, and you see that Ajay Mitchell, at just 48% of the minutes that he's out there, have been pick and roll and ISO ball handling. And for Cason Wallace, it goes all the way down to 25%. And the thing that would really help this team out is if you can get Ajay Mitchell and Cason Wallace feeling even more comfortable handling the ball in these types of situations in very high octane type of matchups. And I think about a San Antonio Spurs series when Ajay Mitchell was healthy in those 2 or 3 games before he went down with the adductor strain. Ajay did struggle on ball in that series against the defensive prowess of the San Antonio guards. Cason Wallace, he's never really been, for this team at least, like a huge bring the ball up the floor and then also be the one commanding a set. And again, when the game is on the line, when you need to score, when you need somebody to get you something, Martian death beam pointing down on Earth, you're going to go with Shai. But it would be so beneficial to continue to upgrade the games of Ajay and Cason. And I think the best way to do this would be to exploit what Shai has given the desire to have, which is some more action off the ball, not just in moments where he's getting double teamed like he was in the playoffs, but in regular flows of games as well. This would be absolutely massive for the team because we all know that Shai can go get to his spots, like his baseline jumpers here, like what you're going to see in a couple of other clips from this montage that he did over this past week. Shai can go get himself a bucket anytime he needs to, but can the rest of this team really score without Shai? And the answer to that question has been historically no. You look at the team in minutes with Shai on the floor versus with Shai off the floor, the net rating plummets, the offensive rating plummets, the true shooting percentage plummets. Everything offensively plummets for the Thunder when Shai is not on the floor. And I think a lot of it is because nobody out there, Ajay Mitchell, Cason Wallace, even Jared McCain, I mean, he's a true 2, I get it. But none of your other guards are really equipped to be able to be sustained pick and roll or ISO ball handlers if Shai is not out there. And if they can practice getting better at that when Shai is out there, playing more off the ball, and maybe when we can also see this demon healthy for the first time in what feels like 2 years, JDub saying he should get on the train and just buzz off all of his hair just like Shai did. I honestly wouldn't object to it. Let's go ahead and see Shalom JDub, go see Monk JDub pull up like Wimby decided to do last offseason. Honestly, if the whole team wants to shave their heads, sure, sounds good to me. If you're going to be, again, one more time, if you're going to be doing stuff like this, I'm all for playing in clown wigs. I don't give a damn what they decide to play in. But yeah, so a lot of stuff that I've been taking away from these last couple of games for Shai, and I wanted to kind of project those thoughts to you guys here. And a couple of quick things before we wrap up today's video. I did want to bring this to your attention because it had the displeasure of gracing my eyeballs and my prefrontal cortex, so it has to do the same for you. I looked up SGA to just go look up what articles were saying about him, what national writers were saying about him from this past week of his time over there with Team Canada. And I had the displeasure of seeing this article from a Knicks fan page out there. And I say a fan page, it's like Knicks at SI or Knicks somewhere like that. And I didn't put the writer's name in here, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander wants to copy Jalen Brunson's championship blueprint. I mean, are you serious? I mean, bro, what, moving on. Next question. Again, appreciate Prize Picks for sponsoring today's video. Go take advantage of the partnership. Get $50 in bonus funds. Play responsibly. Click that link. Use code DIGEST. And again, appreciate you guys for helping us reach this major milestone, 10K subscribers. This community would be nothing without every single one of you. And go give yourselves one more chance to get in on that giveaway with a comment down below. Make sure that you are subscribed. And this is the last video that I'm going to be taking submissions for that jersey giveaway. 2 of you out there will be given a free jersey of your choice across any Thunder era. All you got to do is go get yourself an entry, and hopefully one of you guys will have the odds in your favor to go and get that done. We're going to have 2 people that get those free jerseys. Appreciate you all for tuning into today's video, and we'll see you all tomorrow with some more Summer League content, so stay on the lookout for that here on Thunder Digest.